Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Hello friend, how are you? I hope you all are well. So in this video we will discuss about how to crack IIT JEE Advanced in last week or last week preparation tips. So let's start. So guys, go through the theory of those chapters from NCERT textbook. Note down formula as you go along. Make a sheet of formula from each chapter. Try and imagine how a formula or concept could be useful in questions. Use 6 days to do 2 chapters a day. It's hard, but nobody said it was going to be easy. 1 hour per 2 chapter a day on theory and noting a formula. Next, start practicing questions chapter wise for this 12 chapter with the formula sheet in hand. Just get used to using those formula, preferably solve questions from the archive of past year questions. That will boost your confidence a lot. You should consider a chapter complete when you are able to solve the least 70% of question in the archive. 2 hours per chapter per a day practicing questions. Take out 2 hours each day to practice questions from the important questions, revision test papers, or just see the solution and concept needed to solve them directly. Then give the full test to see the impact. I suggest you give 3 full length tests. Don't worry if you couldn't complete all. Give the test anyway. Focus on having good exam techniques. Don't attempt questions you are not sure of. Attempt all easy questions first within the first 100 minutes or less. Spend 50 minutes revising questions that you left for later. Then spend rest 20 minutes or so on maths trying to find the answer from the options. Don't attempt unless you are sure. Now let's see JEE Mains important chapters, important topics for IIT JEE. Let's JEE important chapters, chapter wise weightage and difficulty levels wise. We'll see we're divided into like high weightage, low effort easy, high weightage, high effort hard, then low weightage, low effort easy, then low weightage, high effort hard. So let's start. Talking about the IIT JEE important chapters for physics, we have divided into high weightage and low weightage. There's 2 columns. The first is in which you have to give low input but you will get high output. Low input but low output. In the second half, second row, you can say high input, you will get high output and low weightage. So basically, it's all up to you how you will have to consider. So I'll suggest to first go with the high input or high weightage, or low input high weightage. Preferably go with the low input and high weightage you should get. Like talking about low input and high weightage, the chapters are heat and thermodynamic, ray optics, electromagnetic waves, semiconductors, error and instrument analysis, gravitation, wave optics, photoelectric effect, oscillation. So these are the high weightage through low inputs. Okay, now let's talk about the low inputs but low output, like heat transfer, fluid, nuclear physics and X-ray, work energy and power, units and measurement, dual nature of matter and radiation. So guys, in this chapter, in the column low weightage, you don't need to put extra input, but obviously you will get not that much of output. Now talking about the high input, and obviously you will get high output. These chapters are electromagnetic inductions, alternating current, then rotation, then kinematics, electrostatics, current, electricity and capacitor, properties of matter, magnetic effect of current and magnetism, then Bohr atomic models. Now last, talking about the physics, high inputs but low output. So you should have to focus at last all this chapter, like circular motion, center of mass and collision, communication system, law of mass motion. So basically guys, I suggest you first go with the low input but high output, then go for the low input low weightage, then go with the high input high weightage, then go with the, if you time permit, then go with the high input and low weightage. Same way we have divided for the chemistry as well, like low input and high weightage we will prefer. So the atomic structure, second chapter is gases and liquid state, then electrochemistry, chemical kinetic, nuclear and surface chemistry, chemical bonding, T block elements, coordination compound, alkyl halide, aromatic compound. Now talking about the low weightage but low input. So with the help of low input we'll get low output. So the chapters are chemical equilibrium, redox analysis, solution metallurgy, quantitative analysis, hydrocarbons. Now next we will talk about the high input and high weightage. So these chapters are thermodynamic, P block elements, general organic chemistry, isomerism, aldehyde and ketones, carboxylic acid and its derivative. Now let's talk about the least priority for chemistry, like high input and low output. Who will want this? No one. But at last you should have go for mole concept, ionic equilibrium, solid state, S block element, periodic classification, and nomenclature, alcohol and ether, nitrogen compound, aliphatic amines, biomolecules and polymers. So well, all these are the chapters for chemistry and how you have to do the priority wise. Now let's see, last but not the least, maths. So that's a very important key area for maths. With the help of low input and should have get the more output, like the first chapter, very famous, three-dimensional geometry, vector, determinant matrices, sequence and series, straight line, circles, probability distribution including binomial and variance. Then talking about the low input and low weightage, like differential equation, differentiation, trigonometric equation, statistic, mathematical logic, set relation, height and distance. So guys, you can expect low weightage from this chapter, but obviously you need only low input. Next is high input, high weightage. So let's talk about the chapters are definite integral and area under the curve. Next, limit, continuity and differentiability. Then functions, then application of derivative, conic sections, complex number, quadratic equation, binomial theorem. Now the least priority, like high input as well as low output. So this chapter are trigonometric ratio and function, property of triangle, permutation combination, and different integral. So guys, here is all topics which we have covered for this. So I suggest you should have go with the high weightage first, with low input, then low input, low weightage, then go with low, high input, high weightage, then go with the high input and low weightage. Considering all this 4 step, I hope you will get a good marks. All the best for your exam. I hope you crack the IIT JEE. Best of luck, best of your future. If you like the video and find it helpful, then share with your friend so that it will get help to others. And please like the channel and subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you for watching the video.